Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video I thought I would share with you my winter essentials. As you probably heard me say like 1,000 times, I have very dry skin and right now we are in the middle of the winter and that makes things so much worse. So that's why I thought I would share with you what products make my life easier during the winter. So during the winter the skin can get very flaky, especially if you have dry skin. Sometimes you might have a breakup that is almost healing and it has left some dry skin around it, or you just have very dry skin and it doesn't really need an excuse to be flaky. That happens with me very often during the winter. So that's why it's very important to exfoliate. What I do is use a gentle exfoliator before I do my makeup, and the one that I use is the Glow Tonic by Pixi. This is a chemical exfoliator, which means that it doesn't have small grains that exfoliate your skin while you rub it, because I find that those kinds of exfoliators are a little bit more harsh to the skin. So that's why I try to use a chemical one, and this one is very good because it's not too harsh and I can use it every day. And that's what I do, at least every time I do my makeup, which is not every day. I take a cotton pad and pour some on it and just go around my face with it, and it does the work. It might feel that it's not doing much, but after not using it for a while I definitely noticed a difference. My skin started flaking off and I knew it was because I stopped using this one. So this is a very good alternative and it's quite affordable. Pixi, it's between high-end and drugstore, so it's quite alright price for what you get. You get 250 ml. So with this product you're gonna create a very nice and smooth canvas ready to put makeup. So after that I usually go in with a moisturizer. I've used different moisturizers in the past, but for the past month or so I got this one as a gift, which is the Clinique Moisture Surge 72 Hours Auto-Replenishing Hydrator. I know it's not a very long time since I started using it, but I actually like it very much. This says use under or over makeup or as a 5-minute mask. I don't understand how are you supposed to use it over your makeup. That doesn't make sense to me, but I do use it underneath my makeup all the time. It's almost like gel, so that's why it's not heavy at all on the skin, and that's the reason why it has been so good for underneath the makeup, because it doesn't feel greasy and I can just go on top with makeup straight after. And it does feel very moisturizing and very hydrating. I have even used it as a night cream and it has worked very well. It leaves your face very hydrated and very smooth. So I really recommend this one. I'm very happy that I got it as a gift, because I don't know if I would have discovered it otherwise. Something else that I have also haven't been using in a very long time, but I have noticed the effects of it immediately, is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. I have heard many people talk about this product and they really love it because it's very hydrating and at the same time it works as a primer. It's gonna help your makeup last a little bit longer. I don't really know if it does that because I'm not really good at noticing any difference on the longevity of my makeup, but it has definitely hydrated my face. If I have very dry skin on that day, or if I am using a more matte foundation, I'll go in with this one and it makes things so much easier, and it just makes the application and the effect of the foundation on my face so much better. It doesn't look as dry as it would normally do. I'm very happy with this product, and so far it is my most hydrating primer, so it has really become an essential for me. If I am using this one underneath my makeup, I don't always go with this one because this is already very hydrating and I don't feel that I need this one. But if I don't use this one, I'll definitely go in with this one. It's either one or this, or if I'm feeling extra dry, it will be both. Now a little bit more skincare, although almost everything has been skincare, but when it comes to my nighttime routine, there are a few things that have really made a difference in my skin, and one of them is sheet masks. I use different ones all the time. Some of them are hydrating, some of them are brightening, some of them are anti-wrinkle, and a lot of different ones. I don't know if they do all those things. I don't know if they detoxify my skin. I don't know if they brighten my skin. I don't know if they help with wrinkles, but one thing I have noticed is that no matter what type of sheet mask it is, they all help with the hydration of my skin. I use sheet masks all the time, and if I'm not using the sheet mask itself, I use what's left on the package, because of course the sheet mask you can only use it once. You can actually dip it in the liquid again, but I'm not sure how sanitary that is. I don't do it. What I do is after I use my sheet mask, I put the liquid that's left in the fridge and then I can use it another time. Sometimes it will last me for one more use, sometimes it will last me 2 or 3 uses. It depends on how much liquid it has inside, but I find it almost as effective as putting the sheet mask. Of course the sheet mask is gonna stay longer on your face and it's not gonna absorb that fast, or it's not gonna evaporate that fast, but I find it helps a lot. So that's why when I'm not using my nighttime moisturizer, I would always use either the sheet mask or the liquid that's inside the remaining liquid of the sheet mask, and I use those very often, and I have to say it has really made a difference on my skin, because other times that I didn't really use sheet mask that often, my skin has been a lot more drier during the winter than the last year or so that I have been using sheet mask all the time. I started using not because I thought that they would do a huge difference on my skin, I just really enjoyed putting them on and it will feel very nice, like you're in a spa. I really didn't expect that they would do that much. I mean, some are better than others, of course, but they have really made a difference, so they're not really gimmicky as I thought. Okay, next thing I'm gonna talk about is a hydrating mask. This is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. Now, what I like about this one is that I don't have to wash it. That is actually the reason why I love sheet masks so much, because after I have the mask on and I'm kind of done with my routine, I go, I don't know, watch a movie or something, and I don't like going back to the bathroom and washing my face. So that's also why I'm really liking this mask right here, because you just put it on your face and you leave it overnight and you don't have to wash it until the morning. But besides that, this is a very hydrating mask. If I have very dry skin, I know that this is what I'm gonna be using before I go to sleep. I've had it for quite some time because you really don't need that much product. A little goes a long way. This much will cover your whole face. You don't need more than this. So that's why it has lasted me for quite some time. And it's not really that expensive. I think it's totally worth it. Let's put this in my hands because I'm not gonna waste it. For some people, it might feel a little bit greasy, but that's how it's supposed to be. It is supposed to be a mask that you leave it on your face. So it's not gonna feel as lightweight as a moisturizer, but I don't really mind feeling it on my face because I know that the benefits of it are so great. So I don't really mind feeling sticky or greasy when I go to bed, because who cares? But I know that some people hate that, so if you are one of those people, maybe take a sample first and see how it works for you. But I think that this is a lifesaver because sometimes I need the heavy duty stuff. I wouldn't really use any serums before. I know that they are very good for your skin, but I don't know, some of them are very expensive and I didn't really know where to start. I heard a lot of people talk about this serum right here. This is by The Ordinary, the hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5 serum, and hyaluronic acid is very good for dry skin because I think it absorbs like 10 times the weight of it in water, something like this. I'm not exactly sure what that was, but I know that it attracts water, so it's gonna help the water stay on your face. Also, it's gonna help you keep it there. So you usually use a serum before the moisturizer because they are more lightweight than a moisturizer and they are going to go deeper onto the skin. So if you put the moisturizer first and then you go and put this one is not going to be absorbed by the moisturizer because the moisturizer is thicker than this one. I use it quite often and I really think that it does what they say it does. When I wake up in the morning, my face feels more hydrated than it would be if I just had put on moisturizers. And also, The Ordinary is a very affordable brand. The whole concept is that they only put the very few ingredients that do the work. Sometimes their products smell very bad, but that is because they don't put the extra fragrance and things that make a product look or smell nicer. And I think that if you're looking to start with serums, The Ordinary is a great alternative. And now the last thing that I'm gonna be talking about is the lips, because yeah, my lips get so dry. More dry than my skin. They are probably the driest part of my body. I think 1 or 2 winters ago, they were the worst ever. They were so flaky all the time. I would exfoliate and they will be okay for some time and then they will become so bad again. It was a nightmare. I'll have the flakiest lips for a very long time, for like 2 or 3 months. It was truly a nightmare. Fortunately, they haven't become like that again, but they do get flaky from time to time. I probably use too much lip balms and they're probably used to them, so I cannot go anywhere without having a lip balm because maybe 2 or 3 hours later I might have a crisis. Lip balm is one thing that I cannot live without, especially during winter. For a very long time I have been using the EOS. I have tried most of the flavors. This one is quite good. I think it was with passion fruit, but the thing is I feel like I need something different. I'm kind of too used to them. I have been using them for like 5 years or something. I'm not sure, but I think it's about time to do something else. But I also started using something else. This is a lip oil by Hallberg. This is Blossom lip oil. First of all, it is so beautiful. I think it is made out of the flowers that are inside of it. What I like about this lip oil is that it is very hydrating and it is very lightweight. It's not a thick oil, because I have tried other lip oils that are thicker than this one and they do feel very nice on the lips, but when they are almost completely absorbed, they get very sticky, and then I either have to reapply it or just remove it with something because it gets very sticky. This one doesn't do it, and that's why I really enjoy it. And also it gives you a very beautiful glossy effect, like very glossy effect, and I really like that. Sometimes I would apply it over a liquid lipstick or a normal lipstick and it will make it look very glossy, and I really like that. So this one has become a very good alternative to a lip balm. As you can see, I've used a lot of it, but then again, sometimes I do want to use a lip balm because it is a little bit easier to use, or I don't know, a little bit less messy. I don't know what to say. Sometimes I just feel like using a lip balm. I think that is it. Those are the products that have really made the difference on my skin, and they have become necessary for me, and when I travel I have to take them with me because I can immediately notice the difference when I don't use them. Winter is definitely not over, but so far it hasn't been so bad because of these products, because other years it has been so bad. My skin would feel so dehydrated, my makeup would look so bad on top of it, because if you don't have a nice canvas to work with it, whatever you put on top is not gonna look great. I really hope that this is helpful, and if you haven't tried some of these products, I hope that you will try them and see the difference, because they have really made a difference on my skin. That's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you again in my next one. I hope your winter becomes easier after this video. Okay, bye.